we came on here to discuss you saying the Bengals Super Bowl window was closed. By us talking about 26, that means you would be agreeing with me that their Super Bowl window is still open for the next 2 years, which makes your initial claim that the Bengals Super Bowl.
Well, no, I'm not agreeing with you because I told you why. I said because of the youth of the secondary, the inability to stop the run, and the absolute gauntlet of it, AFC. Those are my reasons. I think
again, your reasonings. The youth in the secondary is not a tangible reason because you're going off of just not having seen it yet, right? That could be dispelled by week 5. Now you're talking about the teams in the AFC when a lot of the teams in the AFC have a lot more questions than maybe the Bengals do, to be quite honest with you. We don't know what the Jets look like. We don't. Outside of the Jets, Chiefs, and the Texans, what is the gauntlet? What is the gauntlet?
Well, those 4 right there, especially if you're a 5 seed, you're going to have to play
2 of them.
You're
they played 2 of them already.
Probably.
Huh?
You're probably going to have to play 3 if you don't win the North. Because you're probably going to be the 5.
And if the Bengals do win the North, Mike, what is your argument? I'm just very.
They still have to get through those 2 teams, and if they do,
and they have to get through the Bengals,
and they potentially have to play the Browns, who they can't beat.
So now I'm understanding correctly. You're high on the Browns now this year too.
Oh, I'm not very high on the Browns, but I'm just saying.
Okay, so why are we talking about the Browns right now? I'm just listen. You brought up the Jets. You brought up the Ravens. You brought up the Chiefs.
I said they are going to have to play a team like the Browns if they win the division. You asked what if they win the division. I said.
And let me ask you a question, Mike. Do you think those teams that you just named want to play the Bengals?
No, I don't.
Right. So
they're part. Listen, the Bengals are part of this gauntlet. Only one team can come out of this gauntlet.
And they've proven that they can. They're the only team. They're the only team that you named outside the Kansas City Chiefs that have proven that they could actually run the gauntlet in beating the Chiefs as well. They're the only team.
That's right.
So
again, that's 1 year. It's one singular year. So
no, they ran the gauntlet twice. They
didn't make it
to
lose.
They just happened to lose with practice squad players on the offensive line, right? They just happened to lose with practice squad players starting on the offensive line the year that they lost in the AFC Championship. And the Chiefs still won by a field goal.
Still lost. I mean, at the end of the day, that
happens in football, brother.
Mahomes,
you win and lose.
Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes at the end of the day.
And Joe Burrow is Joe Burrow.
Yeah, but Patrick Mahomes has 3 rings.
That's fine. Again, listen, all I'm saying is, and listen, I have no disrespect towards Patrick Mahomes, but we're not discussing Patrick Mahomes' ring. We're discussing the Bengals window, quote unquote, being closed. And all I'm saying is the Bengals have been the only team that have proven outside of the Chiefs that they could actually make it that far. The Bills window, it seems like their window is closed. The Jets,
the Bills are done.
The Ravens haven't done anything, right? They crack the bed every single time they're in the playoffs. So when we're talking about it, you got to put more respect on the Bengals name. Like, can we at least agree with that? That you got to put more respect on the Bengals name?
I can agree with that.